keeps it real.
Your soul brother.
My brother Angelsnupnup7 at the Reality Center. And to give props to him, because I listen to all of Angelsnupnup7's videos, I think that he comes from a different angle. And there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with, or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KBS, and he has also challenged the Black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand, and will not stand, and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
Okay, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it, that God has been in prison. The devil was able to imprison God. So right inside of the whole self, your God self has been in prison, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside yourself. This is why, you understand what I'm saying? You have to bring reality temple here on earth. Reality temple here on earth. We have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Let's see, Taalik says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry? Our theme this year is After Purge Comes the Heal. So shout out to your platform, Taalik. All the best to you guys with continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Yes.
Good evening, soul brothers and sisters. This is Tangi Cox, the Black Sheep, and I am propositioning you to entertain just a little while of being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers, because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, to subscribe to the Reality Temple on Earth. And at the end of 12 months, draw your conclusion of what have you learned in that amount of time. I empower you. You will never, ever, ever think, feel, or entertain nonsense ever again, period. I would like to see my soul sisters and brothers awaken. This requires time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and looking. Reality Temple on Earth is life-changing, and I stand on that.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. Change. It said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios. We approve of this message.
The Mississippi campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation, the ability to control your own resources, your politics, the law, be able to do your own thing for a change, create an economy, create and produce good that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You're fake, you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign.
Throughout the history of the United States, the construct of racism was created specifically to oppress black people, to try to suppress our determination to achieve liberation. Like Angela Davis said, it's built into the system.
Nowadays I can't believe what's going on in front of me. I don't want to watch TV and find another casualty. I don't want to read the news. My heart's already black and blue. I'm putting on my combat boots, 'cause I got an attitude. Feel like soldiers forced to fight a war. What the hell? I can't take it anymore. 'Cause for so long we've been patient, now we're done. And don't you even ask me when did I become such an angry black woman.
We can't successfully put an end to racial discrimination until we change the entire system.
We've been trying to keep the peace 50 years since Martin King. Some don't like me for who I am, but I love my melanin. Another future college grad sleeping in a body bag. Mother screaming out her lungs, she never gonna see her son. Feel like soldiers forced to fight a war. What the hell? I can't take it anymore.
Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angelsnupnup7. I am your soul brother, number one. I want to thank all those who have tuned in and those who will tune into this broadcast at a later time. I want to thank you so much for joining us this evening. You could be doing something else. You could be getting ready to celebrate the 4th of July. You could be getting ready to go to your sister's birthday party. You could be going down to the local bar and get drunk. You could be doing so many other things, but you decided, at least for a few minutes, you would spend a little time with your brother, soul brother number one. Since nobody wants the title, since it's not big enough for nobody, then I decided to inherit soul brother number one from our original soul brother number one, James Brown. Because soul brother not good enough for you. You want to be God and a pharaoh and all these other whatever stuff it is. I'm going to show you, and I continue to show you, that there's no other better title or label or identity than that which comes from your womb, that comes from yourself. And you bring these, and I will show you that soul brother number one, that which comes from your own mind, your own womb, is better and greater than those that are dead, those that belong to somebody else. There's nothing better than having your own. So nobody can claim my title. They can claim your title. They cannot claim my title because it comes from me. It comes from us. These other things come from foreigners. These other things come from those things outside of ourselves. I remember in the Nation of Islam, we was taught, accept your own and be yourself. I was taught that was a righteous Muslim. No, be who you are. Don't be ashamed of having a slave past. Don't be ashamed because you said massa. Yes, sir. No, sir. Don't be ashamed of those things. That's part of our past. Many of us, as individuals, we come from certain places. That's not the problem. The problem is when we come from a lower place and we stay in a lower place. That was our past. That's what we was. That's not what we are now. And since we are alive, and soul represents life, soul is the essence that gives something life. Since soul is life, since soul is energy, so since soul is the living, then soul or life continues to march into time. But that which is dead, that which is extinct, is lost in time. And that's why many of you cannot progress, because you're lost in time. Instead of going forward, you go backwards. And if that's what you want to do, that's your business. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to continue with or without you, continue to move forward. Welcome, brothers and sisters, enemies, and other folks out there in YouTube land. Welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth. I don't want to hold you long. I always say that. But we're going to try to get through this as fast as possible. This is one of those, before I get into our talk, I want to send a shout out to Soul Brother 85, Deacon of Reality in the chat room. Lunch Break Chronicles, our friend who represents the Nation of Islam, I believe. Shout out to Lunch Break Chronicles. Thank you so much. Those in the skies, we are simulcasting on Angelsnupnup7 YouTube channel, and we are also on Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry Facebook page. So with that said, I think Lunch Break said he don't represent Nation of Islam. I just know that he likes Nation of Islam things, and we need to return to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I know those are the things that's written in the chat room. So you can always come here. Matter of fact, tonight you can always come here and express yourself. Tonight, really general discussion. You can come here and express yourself. And the link is in the chat room on Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry YouTube channel. This is one of these conversations where I want to talk, but I don't feel like talking. I don't know how to describe that. I want to talk, but I don't feel like talking. I was going to break the topics down in small videos and post them, but I said, well, I have enough of these small topics. Let me just do random topics, do a live stream, and do them all at one shot. And I figured that the audience would probably like a live stream better than the short little small videos, put them together like that. But I don't really feel like it, but I do. So just bear with me, because I'm not 100%. When you feel like it, but you really don't. And see, this is the situation we witnessed President Joe Biden. We saw President Joe Biden go down in flames Tuesday. Was that Tuesday? No, it was Thursday. Thursday night. I didn't watch the debate. I saw I knew they was going to report the aftermath. And Joe Biden failed so tough that even his own party members stabbing the man in the back. Now you know you're doing real bad in a debate when there's no way that they can flip-flop and spin things around to make it look like you won. So you know you did real bad. You did horrible. You did terrible. So I myself, I felt sorry for the man. It looked like he was half asleep. There was a time where Joe Biden talked, or he finished up his talk, then they turned to Donald Trump. Donald Trump said, I don't know what the hell he said at the end of his last talk. What did he say? Joe Biden was like mumbling. I'm like, I'm like, whoa. And see, the thing about it, just like Donald Trump said, you got everything that you want to. See, Joe Biden is afraid of Donald Trump anyway. And when you don't have your act together, it makes it even worse. That's why Joe Biden put all these rules and regulations. I would debate you the same way they want to do me. You got to have all these rules and regulations. You got to have this. So Donald Trump said, you got everything you asked. You got the television network that you wanted. You got the setting that you wanted. You got the moderators. Everything about this debate, you got. And Donald Trump accepted those terms. And even under your terms, even under the Joe Biden terms, he failed. Now, if I was the advisors to Donald Trump, I would tell, well, yeah, I'm an advisor. I would advise Donald Trump, some of these facts and things that you talk about, you need to get off of that stuff. Stick with the things that you're strong with. Understand, even though clearly you won the debate, stick to those things that's your strength. Don't mess with those things anymore. There's no need. There's no benefit to keep bringing those things, which really don't mean anything, up. Stick to your strengths. And you got this. Now, whether you become president or not, we don't know. But as far as this debate is concerned, Joe Biden don't have nothing coming. He's not in shape to deal with a Donald Trump. And his own boys stabbing him in the back. That's pitiful. I think the president, we should get somebody else. But like somebody said, the only Democrat that actually beat Donald Trump was Joe Biden. That's your only opportunity. Things might be different the next debate. We don't know, but we know this one is in the record books, and Sleepy Joe gonna have to do better. I'm watching all this back and forth and all this stuff, and it reminds me of when people come here and they want to teach us, they want to debate us here, and they look like Sleepy Joe. Then they start crying because they lost. They start crying because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They want to blame me because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You don't know how to explain it. See, the difference between you and I is I know the basics of everything that most of these people talk about. You don't know nothing about me at all. You just don't like what I say. But you really don't know me. And you really don't understand what I say because you're loyal and you locked up into whatever this belief or ideology that you're into. So I have the advantage because I already know what you're talking about. You don't know me. And you look like Sleepy Joe coming on here trying to debate me, and you really don't know me like that. You just don't like what I say. Well, explain why you don't like what I say. That's what you need to do. Before you talk about debating somebody you don't know, you need to explain to yourself. Why do I really disagree with him? That's what you need to ask yourself. Otherwise, I don't know how many people we've had so far. All of them, like Sleepy Joe, go down in flames. Now, what gets me out of all this, many people are guilty. I cannot say I'm guilty because I've never been that way. I was a Christian. I grew up in the Baptist church, and I was a Muslim in the Nation of Islam. But if I approached somebody who did not like Jesus Christ, if I approached somebody who did not like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I never lost my mind, and I wanted to hate them and want to cuss them out and hope they die, go to hell, and all this other silly stuff these people do. Many of you, if somebody disagree with you, your ideology or your beliefs, you go crazy. I don't claim my mama. She don't believe in Jesus. I don't claim my daddy. I don't claim my children because they don't believe in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's the way you are. You hate your own flesh and blood. So I know there's something wrong with religious teachings when religious teachings will tell you to hate your wife. You've been married to this woman 20, 30 years. All of a sudden you converted to the Nation of Islam. Now you don't like her because she won't believe in the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Or they won't believe in Jesus. Or they won't believe in your ghosts and your goblins because now you're spiritual. You've been a damn drunk going down to the bar. I'm glad you changed your life and you got enlightenment, but now you think you better than everybody because you don't smoke and drink no more. Now you want to tell everybody else what to do. Oh, you don't want to be spiritual. You don't believe in the Most High. You don't believe in the Anunnaki and all that. And then you start hating folks because they don't believe what you believe. They won't do what you do. So I know there's something wrong with these ideologies and these religions. I don't hate nobody. Countless people dislike what I say here on this platform. I don't hate you, and I never told nobody, called them a name. I never called them no coon. I never called them no Sambo. I never called them no kind of name at all, because that's your right. That's your right to disagree with me. That's your right to reject what I'm talking about. Now, unfortunately, you really don't comprehend and you really don't understand. But that's, maybe you might later on down the line or something like that. People call me crazy. Okay, if I'm crazy, look, if I'm crazy, oh, Angelsnupnup7 crazy, that's a crazy Negro, that's crazy. If Angelsnupnup7 is crazy, an insane person, a crazy person is not responsible for their actions. So you cannot hold me responsible for what I say or what I do because I'm crazy. You said it. So I need help. So you should help me or find me help. But no, you would rather call people names, and there are people that joke around, talk about, I'll pay for your therapy. Nobody has tried to pay for my therapy yet. They just running their damn mouth because I will go. I will go. You pay for the psychiatrist. You pay for the therapy. I will go. And your therapist and your psychiatrist will tell you ain't nothing wrong with this man. Then what you gonna do? Then what you gonna say? When your psychiatrist and your therapist will tell you, I don't see what's wrong, what's supposed to be wrong with him. Because I don't believe in your ideology. I don't believe in your God. I don't believe in your foolishness, your nonsense, your immaturity, your childishness. That's why I'm insane. And the psychiatrist and the therapist will say, thanks for the money. That's all they're going to be able to do to you. I already actually been through psychiatry for 10 years. And the court papers say, ain't a damn thing wrong with me. They have 10 years experience with me. And it's not based upon because I don't believe in Jesus and or Allah or Yahweh, the Most High, or I'm an African or whatever. That's not what it's based upon. So legally, I have the paperwork to show. And it says this man has no mental problem. This man does not need medication. You don't have paper like that. So you running around here with a mental illness that's not diagnosed. You're not in a position to tell me I'm crazy or insane. When you yourself, you have not been diagnosed. But I have, by the best. One of the psychiatrists that was my doctor is award-winning in the state of Missouri. So if you want to waste your money, which you're not going to do it anyway, because you're just running your damn mouth, I would go to any of your psychiatrists, any of your therapists. In fact, it would even help me financially. I would be happy to do that. You're not going to do that. We hate and dislike folks because you want everybody to be like you. I don't want everybody to be like me. I want you to understand where I'm coming from, but I don't want you to be like me. When I was in the Nation of Islam, all the brothers trying to talk like and be like Minister Farrakhan. Minister Farrakhan had that big ass part. I'm like, damn, they let him get away with that. Minister Farrakhan, go look at the pictures. That's not me. Go look at the pictures. Minister Farrakhan got this big ass part. I mean, you get a part in your head, it's supposed to be this little thin thing that go down the way, whatever. Minister Farrakhan looked like a tractor made a part in his hair. And he colored his hair. They never said nothing about that. He colored and permed his hair. They never said nothing about that. But you got brothers, they didn't color and they perm their hair, but they trying to cut their hair like Minister Farrakhan, and they talk about, I am Farrakhan. I'm not into that. Trying to be like Elijah Muhammad. I'm not Elijah Muhammad. I'm not Malcolm X. And there are those who want my voice. They want my sincerity, but they don't want me to be me. They want me to be somebody else. They want me to be Marcus Garvey. They want me to be Huey P. Newton or Eldridge Cleaver. They want me to be Frederick Douglass or Khalid Muhammad or somebody. I am not those men. They did their time. And they're gone. Most of them. And they were themselves. You are influenced by people in your life. But you're not supposed to be them because you're not them. Even when we come from the same womb, we're not the same. I want to be who I am. I want to be me. If I could not be me, there would not be a realities temple on earth. And I do not even want to come to YouTube. If the only thing I'm going to do is regurgitate Nation of Islam teachings, Pan-African teachings, Hebrew Israelite teachings, the only thing I'm going to do is regurgitate some stuff from the past, I might as well shut up because you have hundreds of folks regurgitating. And what is regurgitation? What is vomit? Pre-digested old ass food. We want fresh, new food. We don't want pre-digested vomit. We're not dogs. We don't go back and lick up what we just ate. We don't do that here. We don't do that. So we honor Elijah Muhammad. We honor Malcolm and we honor Dr. King and Medgar Evers, and we honor Frederick Douglass, and we honor Fannie Lou Hamer and Harriet Tubman. We honor our ancestors, but we're not them. We are influenced by them and we learn from them, but we're not them. And they, once they go to the grave, cannot help us no more. So we have to depend on us because the dead cannot help the living. So I hate to disappoint you. I'm not the second Malcolm or the next Farrakhan or the next Frederick Douglass or the next whoever. I am me. And once I'm gone, that's it. I don't want to be an impersonator. You need somebody new. Because the old clearly is not working. I don't care how much you like it. It's not working. A car from the 1920s, the 1930s, is not going to keep up with today's cars. You got to get with the program. Just like in the Nation of Islam, I was taught, we have to be fast moving, quick thinking, all right down to the modern times. That's what I was taught. The modern times is not 1930, 1950. The modern times is 2024. And if you can't keep up, I don't know what to tell you. That's why you cannot progress, because you have a 1960 mindset. You have a 1970 mindset, a 1950 mindset. You're not thinking, you're not bringing nothing new to the table. The last 50 years, we have not done nothing to add to the civil rights movement. The only thing we have done is live off the scraps of the civil rights movement. You should be ashamed of yourself. We cannot even replicate what they done in 1930 when they was lynching our people outright. You cannot even replicate that. You so selfish and so greedy and stingy. You cannot even unite with your brother and sister and do nothing. They were able to unite and accomplish a little something. You can't unite to do a damn thing except run your mouth. And if you want to run your mouth, then I can run my mouth with the best of them. You want to check Angelsnupnup7? You can't do it with your damn mouth. You got to do it with your work. And you don't have nothing to show. All the thousands of dollars. You keep talking about T.D. Jakes and what the church do. What do all this pro-black stuff do? What do you produce? You don't produce nothing. And you don't like Angelsnupnup7 because I come out here and if the zombies listen to me, yeah, we ain't producing nothing. What about that Farrakhan? What about that Tariq Nasheed? What about that Sarnetta? All this superior talk, but there's no superior substance. And you giving these people thousands and millions of dollars every year. All the money within the last years that you've given them, we could have been taking control of the state of Mississippi. Not take over, take control. Just like when Donald Trump wins the White House, he's not taking over, which they might try. But the Republicans take control of the Congress, take control of whatever. We could have been taking control of the state of Mississippi and been on your way. We keep using these titles. I'm a god. You don't do nothing godly. I'm the original man. You don't do nothing original. I'm the original man. I'm God. A God with no power. A king with no kingdom. The original man, all thing you do is copy and regurgitate crap. That's all you do. It's copy. There's nothing original about you. And the white man said, I'm the superior man. So your original don't mean a damn thing, except to you. The white man said, I'm the superior man, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to kick all of y'all original man in the ass. And that's what he's been doing for a long time. The only thing you can do is make excuses while you're getting your ass whooped. That's the only thing you can do. Well, you see, God let the white, not God ain't did a, that the time of the white man, they say, was over in 1914, way in the 1900s. And your ass still on the bottom. And we have immigrants coming across the border every day. Within the next 10 years, they're going to be above you. Your children going to be asking them, amigo, hombre, I don't know no Spanish. Hombre, amigo, can we have a job? That's what your children going to be asking these people that just crossed over the border. Because you silly, but you don't give a damn because you're going to be dead. We're going to talk about that too. That's part of my topics. Talking about death. You don't want to hear about death? I guess you need to leave. We're going to talk about death and dying. And that's why a lot of these, and you listen to all these old geezers, they don't care about you because they're going to be dead within the next 10 years or so. And you're going to be doing the same thing, regurgitating, trying to copy what they done. Look, it did not work with them. They failed. What makes you think it's going to work for you? Your job is to understand why they failed so you can win. But no, you're going to do the exact thing that they done. You have the same mindset as they do. Because I'm following the teachings of the Most High Elisha Muhammad. I'm following the teachings of Noble Jew Ali. I'm following the teachings of the Alba Marcus Gavin. I'm following the teachings. I'm following the dead people. I'm following the dead people. It didn't work. If it worked, we wouldn't be complaining. We wouldn't be in the same situation we're in now. What is it, that Caucasian guy, he's a Jew? What's his name? Tim Wise. Now here's a Jewish man. Tim Wise said that actually we are in a worse condition now than we was during the time of Dr. King. This is what a Jewish man said. Because he understands, unlike you, he really understands the situation. Because after the civil rights movement, black folks just went to pure sleep. And the Nation of Islam turned into a church, and the Black Panther Party turned into a church. All that we have now is churches. There's nobody revolutionary. Because of anybody that's a revolutionary would have created something of substance. And you have not created anything of substance. That's not my fault. But we hate anybody that don't want to be like us. I don't want to be like you. I would rather be dead. I don't want to pretend I'm Elijah Muhammad. I don't want to pretend I'm Marcus Garvey. I don't want to pretend that some spook, some God gonna come out the sky and say, I don't want to be you. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be in the crazy house. Because actually you're more wacky than the people that I knew in the crazy house. You're more wacky. I should know. You're more wacky than the people in the crazy house. What do that tell you? Because you want to know something? The people in the crazy house didn't get angry and upset when you didn't believe their hallucinations and their delusions. I never met none that got angry at me. I said, man, I don't believe that. They didn't get angry and upset. You get angry and upset. You don't believe in God? You don't believe you're a Pan-African? You don't believe whatever this stuff that y'all believe in, whatever, you get all angry and upset. You hate your mama, you hate your daddy, you hate the grocery store manager down the street, you hate your neighbors, because you want everybody to be like the zombie you are. You're a damn zombie. We don't do zombie here. Now look. You want to be right. Adolf Hitler said that he was right. And Adolf Hitler murdered those who disagree with him. And that's the way you are. You have the same mindset. You will run around here, yeah, Adolf Hitler, he was an evil man. You have the same mindset. The people that's talking about Adolf Hitler have the same mindset as Adolf Hitler. Now, why, if Adolf Hitler had a problem with the Jews, why couldn't he just simply say, look, why don't y'all pack up y'all bags and I'm going to get y'all out of here. Y'all need to leave Germany. He didn't do that. I'm going to take you out your house, put you on a train to concentration camps. That's what Adolf Hitler decided to do. What kind of mindset is that? You're going to blame this group of people because you poor. You're going to blame this group of people because you cannot get yourself economically stable. So you're going to blame another group of people. Same thing in the United States. Prior to the immigrants, when these white folks unemployed, they starving, it's the black people. Black people taking our jobs. That's what they do. And then they go through the South and they start killing black folks. You ain't gonna take our jobs. You ain't gonna run our country. And you a victim. You a victim of this. And you have the same mindset. We gonna put the white man back into slavery. That's what the Hebrew Israelites say. Kill the white folks, kill their babies. You have the same mindset. But it's wrong when somebody else do it to you. It's wrong, Adolph, when somebody do it to you. It's wrong, Sleepy Joe Biden, when somebody do it to you. It's wrong when somebody do it to you, State of Israel. Why couldn't the State of Israel, why you just couldn't round people up? Why you gotta go dropping bombs and killing and displacing people? You ain't no better than Adolf Hitler. All these folks have the same mindset. And even your God, what is your God gonna do? Your God gonna come back to kill. Even the Jesus, when Jesus come back, what Jesus supposed to do? I'm gonna bring a sword. Because I'm done talking to you. I'm just gonna start chopping some heads off. God said, I'm gonna burn all of y'all to hell. Woo! And you have the nerve to talk about Adolf Hitler. All of you have the same mindset. Because somebody don't want to live how you want them to live, do what you want them to do, I'll kill you. All of you. Even in the Nation of Islam teachings, there was a scientist, and he wanted to do things his way. And since he couldn't get his way, he decided to try to blow up the earth. Woo! Now that's Nation of Islam teaching. Now Adolf Hitler, as far as I know, the white man has not tried to blow up the earth. According to the Nation of Islam teachings, this fella tried to blow up the earth because he mad because he want everybody to agree with him and do what he want them to do. Can't y'all see you're sick? You're sick. What's the purpose of murdering innocent people? To put fear. Why did they hang the slave? Why did they lynch the slave in front of the other slaves? Fear. Control. Woo, look at Angel. Slap. Slap. What's your name? My name, Angelsnupnup7. Your name Toby, boy. Slap. Slap. And all the other slaves. Oh my goodness. Fear. Fear is used to control. That's why Adolf Hitler do what they did. Why am I dropping bombs on Gaza? Fear keeps you in check. Don't you rise up against me. I tear all this up. I'll blow you away. Fear, control. Turn the people against themselves. I don't like Hamas. But Hamas ain't really doing nothing wrong. Hamas is standing up for the people. For what is right by their people. But because of fear, you turn against Hamas. Because all these bombs is dropping. But if you had stood up with Hamas, you're dying anyway. You're suffering anyway. You should have joined and let's do it. I'd rather be dead than continue to live like this. Because the same way I can bleed, you can bleed too. Fear. So we dropping bombs in Gaza. They spending millions, billions of dollars to drop bombs on Gaza. For what? Because somebody gonna rebuild all that stuff you see destroyed. You know they're gonna rebuild it, right? All that's gonna be rebuilt. Because after you do all this dirt, you're gonna rebuild it. And they're gonna have a peace plan and all this old bull crap like they normally do. Because you understand that war makes money. The weapons of mass destruction, these companies making big time money for every bomb dropped in Gaza. So they're making money. Then they're gonna turn around. Woo! Then they're gonna turn around and gonna make more money because American contractors, Americans gonna go there and help rebuild the stuff that they tore up. Like they done in Iraq and other places. And the ever famous Japan and Germany. Japan and Germany is supposed to be the enemy. They dropped a bomb on Japan. Then you turn around, let's fix all that. Then they turn around and fix Germany and Japan. Because it don't make no difference. War makes money. And that's what it's all about, making money. At the expense of murdering thousands and millions of people so they can make money. Because somebody your tax dollars, our tax dollars, is going to go to rebuilding Gaza, Palestine. Our tax dollars building Iraq. Our tax dollars have built Japan and Germany, who's supposed to be enemies. And contrary to popular belief, you may not believe this, some of your money is going to Russia. Russia's supposed to be the enemy. Some of your money is going to Russia. It's a lot of, I remember when I was a little boy, I didn't understand politics or nothing like that, but I understood that a Cold War was going on and communism, I understood a little bit of that, and I knew Russia was our enemy. I understood that to a certain point. Then I seen a news broadcast, because either it was the late 70s or early 80s, I saw a news broadcast. Russia was going through some kind of famine. Russia was having problems feeding their people. And I'm a little boy, I'm like, wow, okay. Don't have to worry about them because they starving to death. The United States, we will be sending aid to Russia. What? I thought they was enemy. If a person is your enemy because Israel is not giving the Palestinians nothing. They're giving, the Palestinians are getting food aid from the United States and other places or whatever. You don't feed your enemy, but the United States send aid to Russia. And of course, a lot of us, we're not paying attention to nothing. And a lot of the land in this country, a lot of it is probably owned by Russians. I know the Chinese have bought up a lot of different, especially like farmland, in rural areas. And the Chinese own things that you have no idea that they own. We would be shocked. These are the enemies. But see, we dealing with hypocrites. The white man sold Native Americans guns for the money, for whatever it was. Because we know the Native Americans didn't know how to build no guns. They didn't know nothing about that. But there's always somebody out here that want to make a buck, and they sold guns to the Native, who's supposed to be your enemy. In our world, it's all about money. Material thing. They don't give a damn about who at war. How am I going to make money off of this? And that's all Gaza is about. It's a money-making venture. We don't give a damn about no Palestinians. This is the right opportunity. Let us make some money. Hella billions of dollars have been used to destroy, and then they're going to turn right around and rebuild all of it. And the sad thing about it, they can rebuild Japan, the Gaza, Germany, Iraq, Afghanistan, and they don't give the black man and woman in America, won't give you a dime. In fact, they will steal from you. Wow. Our leaders talk about these things, but they ain't never come up with a way What we gonna do about it? Because I know when I was locked up, a doctor told me, he said, look, you need to shut your damn mouth and just do what we want you to do, sir. He's told me, so what? If everything you say is right, so what? What you gonna do about it? You gonna die in here, sir. So I suggest to your happy ass, you need to get with the program. And that's how he was talking to me. All the smiles, all the trying to be nice to me, went out the door. He told me, you need to sit your... He said to me, talked to me, he just didn't call me the N-word. Everything else, he just said, we don't give a damn. Ain't nobody gonna believe you crazy. You think that they're gonna believe you over us? They pointed me to my grave site, which they don't bury people, which I didn't know at the time, but they have a cemetery. That's where you going. Now straighten your ass up, go to these classes, shut the hell up, take your medicine, and do what we want you to do. I'm like, whoa. Whoa. I guess I was crazy because I kept being rebellious. I guess I was crazy. I'll take my chances, sir. So the bottom line, all this is going on. And I keep hearing our smart people keep talking about, and they know these things. What you gonna do about it? So what was it? June the 14th, 15th, whatever, you had Taalik Nasheed and all his gang go to Washington, D.C., Atlanta, whatever they went to. Reparations rally. How many reparations rally? We was having reparations rally before Taalik Nasheed was born. We went to court for reparations before Taalik Nasheed, before Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks, whatever they are named are, before they was born. And you got nothing. Because you don't understand the situation you're in. You don't understand the people that you're dealing with. And they tell you in your face, I'm not going to give you nothing. It's like this. Somebody owe you $100. Hey, bro, hey, man, it's been 2 weeks, bro. You know, where my $100? I ain't giving you nothing. Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that, man. You know, come on. You know you owe me $100, bro. I ain't giving you nothing. What you gonna do? That's why a lot of people in the grave right now over money. Somebody borrowed some money and they didn't want to pay. Because what you gonna do about it? Because I ain't giving you nothing. The United States understand, they know that you qualify and we should have reparations. They don't want to give you nothing. What you gonna do if I don't? You ain't gonna do nothing about it. So you don't get nothing. Our leaders keep telling us, oh, we need reparations. I ain't giving you nothing. So I guess you're just gonna keep begging. Which is fine with them. If you want to keep embarrassing yourself, that's fine with them. Because I'm not gonna give you nothing. So you ask Taalik Nasheed, you ask Yvette Carnell, you ask all these reparations folks. Okay, they're not giving you nothing. What you gonna do? They don't have no answer. They're not going to do that. And they're not going to cross that line because they know if they cross that line, these Peckerwoods is coming for them. Taalik Nasheed is not going to cross that line. He loves and he enjoys his way of life. He's give you some feel-good stuff, and that's all you're going to get. That's all these folks give us. They're not going to cross that line where we need to cross. You give me my damn money. You give me my damn reparation. What you going to do? Oh, okay. In a conversation. In the conversation. We ain't talking no more. Because you're going to see what I'm going to do. Exactly. Most of these folks are nothing but reparation scammers. The only reason why they stand up for reparations because even before we actually get reparations, you know, they set up these committees and things or whatever, and the government will pay somebody like Taalik Nasheed or Yvette Carnell. They will pay them a salary to try to get this together. It's all about money. And then not only are they going to get that salary, but when they actually figure out what reparations is, they're going to get that too. So Taalik Nasheed going to have generational wealth for his half-breed biracial children. Yvette Carnell going to have reparations for her and her lesbian wife. It's not about you. It's not about us. It's about enriching their pocket. The black struggle itself has been used to make people rich. We talk about the Nation of Islam. At the time of Elijah Muhammad's death, they figured the Nation of Islam was worth at least $80 million. Well, when it all began to fall apart, who got all the $80 million? It all went to Elijah Muhammad's family. My people didn't get a dime. They was in the Nation of Islam ever since the early 1970s. When Minister Farrakhan passed, everything he got going to his family. All these people, oh, Minister Farrakhan, you ain't getting nothing. Because that's what it's all about. These organizations is just to pump and make these leaders rich. Now, if you notice, none of the original Black Panthers got rich because that's not what it was all about. None of them was trying to live rich. Our people, Taalik Nasheed, all of them want to show off. I live in a mansion, I'm living rich. Malcolm didn't live rich. Fannie Lou Hamer didn't live rich. Real freedom fighters didn't live the high life. What was his name? It was an actor back in the day. It was an actor. It was an actor who could have made lots of money. He was an excellent actor. What was that brother's name? Some of y'all can probably help me. He was a brother back in the, what was his name? But he got involved in the struggle. He could have been rich. Matter of fact, he got punished for speaking out for his people. Man, what was that brother's name? I used to, what's his name? He was an actor. He was an actor, I think back in the 30s and 40s or something like that. I forgot what his name was. Those who actually stand up for the struggle, they don't get rich. How do you justify living a wealthy lifestyle, condemning the system, but you getting rich off the system and live the same way like your oppressors? No, it wasn't Harry Belafonte. He was before. He was way before Harry Belafonte. What was that name of that brother? I forgot what his name. I used to say his name all the time when I was in the Nation of Islam. I forgot what that brother's name was. Anyway. No, he's way before Harry Belafonte. And Harry Belafonte, I believe, come from the islands. This brother, to my knowledge, he's an American Negro. He's a foundation of Black American, whatever you want to. We don't even know what identity we want to use. You ain't no different. You keep talking about the white man is the devil. The white man. You have the same mindset and you act and behave just like they do. If we put you behind a screen and couldn't see who the hell you was, couldn't tell you from them, you are the same. You're deceitful. You are a liar. Violent, just like your God. Your God is violent. Your answer to everything, solution to everything is violence. The most intelligent life form on the planet. And the only way you know how to solve your problems is through violence. That's the only way you know how to do it. Because we can't talk to each other. Because you got to be like who I am. The intelligence of the human being is overrated. I see that you're not as smart as you claim. You know how to work a computer. And you have all this technology. But you more violent than a mongoose. You're more violent than lions and tigers and bears. You got all this intelligence, but the only way you know how to solve your problem is through violence. Then you talk about, you act like you shot when little children shoot each other, serial killers, stalkers, all this. You're violent. Nobody grows up. You know, when I grow up, I want to be a serial killer. You know, when I grow up, I want to drop bombs on Gaza. Nobody is born doing that. The environment and the mindset, your violent, destructive life form, with all your intelligence. Then you have the nerve to talk to the little children and give them conflict resolution classes. Woo! The hypocrites, the hypocrites, the hypocrites. You have the nerve to go to little children and tell them, don't use violence to solve your problem. But then the little children ain't stupid. They looking at the world that they live in. They see what the adults are doing. You violent. They see you a hypocrite. And as soon as they get of age, they go in to get their gun permit. And before they get a gun permit, I'm going to get me a knife. I'm going to get me some rocks and some bricks. Or I would just use my hand. These girls, a few months ago, these girls beat the hell out of this other little girl with their hands. Her face was unrecognizable. All over YouTube they have these kind of videos. They don't use guns. They using their hands and beat and laughing and giggling. One of my little nieces almost got caught up in a beatdown. Violent children. And then if you go see the parents, you see why. Because a lot of these parents are violent and nasty and profane. So you see why their children are like that. Conflict resolution. How many bombs they dropped on Gaza? Conflict resolution. Even under the law of the United States, you only use enough force that was used against you. We know and we can say that what Hamas done was wrong. But in retaliation, what the state of Israel done is insane. They could have got those hostages, all their hostages back and ended this stuff long time ago. But now, I'm going to teach you a lesson. This is our opportunity to make some money. And you see what happened. And our leaders, so-called leaders, our people, we just sitting in the cut. And we keep following them to nowhere. They want to talk about Angelsnupnup7. What you got? What you got? Lunch break said, I think it was going back to, we was talking about Adolf Hitler, told them to leave. Yes, they were warned. I don't know if it was official. I believe it was just out there. There was nothing really official telling them, I think, that you need to leave. Because a lot of those people didn't believe it. And they stayed. But because they stayed, why didn't you just put them on a boat and make them leave? No, what you decided to do, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to use them as guinea pigs for medicine experiments and other crap. I'm going to burn them up in ovens and gas chambers and stuff like that. That's what I decided to do. And we have the same mindset. The same thing. It killed me how we talk about how evil and dirty other people are. You are the same way. You will do the same thing because you want control. And if it takes to kill 1 million people to control 60 folks, you will do it. Because I killed 1 million, but at least the 60 that's left, they under my control. That's all you care about. They believe what I believe. They gonna do what I want them to do. You are insane. Crazy ass folks. Now with the Negro, a lot of this, no concern of ours because we don't have any power anyway. A lot of us gonna go vote in November because it makes us feel like we part of the system, like we have a little power, we have some say-so. But you know, we like to drink. We like to smoke. We like to party. Here you are, supposed to be an adult man, adult woman. The only thing we thinking about is partying. That's why videos like this, even the big shots, they don't get the views. Party videos, silly stuff, get millions and millions and millions of views. They go viral. Silly, childish, and you think it's children, it's adults. It's so-called adults that make the childish stuff go viral. The majority of our people don't even want to talk about our situation at all, period. These videos should get millions, but that's because we don't have adults. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson said, we are immature. We are childish people. We're not adults. We believe we're adults because we smoke. We can smoke weed and we can drink. And of course, what really makes you a man? What really makes you a woman? Because I have sex. That's what really make you a man, really make you a woman. They talk about their children. I gotta go to my family. I gotta go see my children. Then you get together and talk about what you did with your ding-a-ling. Yeah, man. I had to take out the old, had to do that, had to do the old thing, man. Girl, he was tearing that putty tat up last night. That's our conversation. Woo, damn her booty big. Boy, is that what you got? That ain't real. Oh yeah, you can believe that. It's real, all right. Oh, you can believe that. We talk about porn and sex. And you know, it makes me wonder, why are we obsessed with our genitalia? Even with the demons of darkness, we went back and forth with what we call the demons of darkness. What has been like 2 years ago now or 3? That became part of the conversation. Oh, your ding-a-ling don't work. Ha 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 ha! Your ding-a-ling. What do that have to do with anything? But we got to bring the ding-a-ling. We got to bring the putang. We got to bring those into our conversations. Why are we upset? We got to be. What's his name? I saw an article, it was a video. Kirk Franklin, the little fella Kirk Franklin, the singer, gospel singer. Here's a man that's supposed to be so Jesus-fied. And come to find out, he's addicted to porn. How you gonna be into Jesus? You gonna sing songs. You're gonna sing songs dedicated to Jesus Christ. The majority of your life, majority of your time, and you still find time to become a porn addict. That makes the Bible looks bad. That makes the church look bad, because here's a person, you're supposed to be all into Jesus Christ, and you're a porn addict. So what does that tell you about the power of the Bible? Kirk Franklin has a beautiful wife, beautiful family. He's a porn addict. Why we get all caught up in all this sex crap? You got folks going to the strip club. What you going to the strip club for? Why I'm going to the strip club? Oh, well, come on, Snuff. You know why I'm going to the strip club for, man. You got a girlfriend and a wife at home, or you got girlfriends, plural, and you still going to the strip club like you never seen woman's breasts before. You never seen her vagina before. You never seen her butt before. And you go in there throwing you making it rain. That's what they say. I'm making it rain. For what? What you need all this booty and ass for? I need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wives. For what? Because Because we obsessed with the sex thing. Because that's the only way you can feel like a man. Richard Pryor did a joke. He was talking about when he was in jail. And see, some of you may not know that, but some of us from the 1970s, you know what I'm talking about. Because brothers had a habit. Brothers had a habit of like putting their hand between their legs, holding their penis between their legs in the 70s. And Richard Pryor made a joke about it. He was talking about they was in jail and the brothers was holding their penises in the jail, even in the courthouse, going up to the judge. And the judge was like, hey, why you guys hold your things like that? And Richard Pryor was like, because you done took everything else, motherfucker. You done took everything else. And he was even talking about Andrew Young, who was the secretary or ambassador to Jimmy Carter. And he was holding his penis in front of Jimmy Carter's wife, and she was checking it out. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, First Lady. I didn't mean to hold my thing in front of you. Oh, that's all right. Bigger than a peanut. We had that habit. But Richard Pryor's joke explained why we are obsessed with the sex thing. We got to bring that up. We got to talk about it. Because that's all we really got. We really don't have, with all our accomplishments. Look at somebody like Beyonce. With all her accomplishments, she still got to show her ass to try to sell records. Because that's all we got. Because we don't have nothing. We don't have nothing to be proud of. We're not producing nothing of substance. So all our pride, the only way we can feel like a real man, that's why I got to spit all these babies out. I don't feel like a real woman unless I have a baby. I don't feel like a man unless I have a child. But you don't produce nothing for that child. As rich as Beyonce and Jay-Z is, they produce no baby milk. They don't make no baby shoes, no baby diapers. So when it's all said and done, when you take all the glamour and the glitz away, you know that you ain't nothing but a damn slave. So you hold your ding-a-ling, because that's all you got to make you feel like a man. The black gender war. What is the black gender war is about? It's about sex. Arguing and fighting over sex, not over resources, not over a river, not over building an electric tower, building an internet system. It's over sex, over your ding-a-ling and your putang. Because that's all the slave master left for a slave. You're supposed to be a free man and a free woman, but you don't act and you don't think like free people. You continue to act and behave like a damn slave. So I don't care how rich you are, who you think you are, how bad, you ain't nothing but a feral ass slave running around here with your ding-a-ling in your hand. And we're not even ashamed. We're not even ashamed of it. It's out before the world. That shows you how you've really fallen. You've fallen below our slave ancestors. So how the hell can you be ashamed of coming from slavery when you are below them? Because when they came off the slave plantation, they began producing. You don't produce a damn thing. You don't produce nothing. How the hell you gonna be embarrassed? I ain't come from no slave. I ain't come from no slave. You don't produce nothing. Where's your towns that you built? Cities that you built? These are slaves. They couldn't read and write. Came out, got together. Some of them was educated. They formed their own towns and cities. You don't even control your neighborhood in 2024. When the lights go out, they out. You can't even bring your lights back on. Yeah, but so-and-so show got some good putty tat. I don't care what Snupnup talking about. That girl got some good putty tat, man. I ain't gonna lie about it, man. She got some good. That's all you got left. I'm not holy and righteous. I watched some porn, and I felt sorry to see us, because there was a time we weren't in that stuff. Now we there nasty and licking and lapping and just savages. Our women should not be part of that. We as men should have a system set up. She don't have to get involved in stripping and pornography and all that stuff. But the black woman has no man. The only thing she got is this thing that holds his nuts. I ain't no Captain Save a Hoe. You can't even save yourself, let alone a hoe. Real men don't let his woman become a hoe to begin with. The reason why she's a hoe, because you ain't no damn man. Anybody can come in your neighborhood and mess with your women and your children. Because we don't act like free men. We still act like slaves. So the slave master or some other man can come and get your woman. She has no protection. And then you wonder why she don't have any respect for you. Have no respect for me and you. Because we have not earned it. They keep sex on your mind because it clouds you, keeps you from thinking about looking at life seriously. Even the Black Power movement that keep you all that sex garbage fired up. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if you marry. If you keep sex on your mind, it won't let you think properly. Because it become part of your emotional tense. And it clouds proper thinking. You can't see properly. So you a zombie and she a zombie, and y'all having all these zombie ass children. A nation of 40 million zombies. With all your different gods. Yahweh, Yashara, Allah, Jesus, whatever. And everybody holding their private part. Because you don't feel like you a man unless you get you some putang. And you shame other men. Hey man, you ain't had no putang? What's wrong with you? But nobody bringing electricity to the house. You don't even bring water to your house, and you talk about some putang. And you can't even get a drink of water without the white man. Your priorities is all messed up because you don't think like a free man, you don't think like a free woman. We're nothing but Pharaoh slaves trying to act free. And some of us, I'm on Instagram, I'm looking at all these dumbass videos we make. What we shouldn't eat. You don't even grow no damn food. You don't control no water. How you gonna grow vegetables without water? You don't control no water. You don't control no trees. You don't control nothing. But got all this high science and whatever. You can't even provide the basic necessities of life. And in order to be free, if it take me to eat beans for 2 years straight so I can actually have freedom, then so be it. I don't give a damn about your diet. I want to be free. The only thing I can produce is beans. Well, I'll be a bean-eating fool for the next 2 years until I can get myself going because I'm going to be free. These my beans. I grow my beans. In order for you to do your spectacular diet, you got to get all your stuff from other people. You don't produce none of that crap. So you're a slave. And that's America's problem. America used to produce a lot of things. Now America is a consumer nation. They got to get things from China, things from India, things from whatever. When I was growing up, the only thing I ever saw was made in America. All this came from America. And now they're getting stuff from all over the earth. They become a consumer. What happens if those people say, I don't want to sell it to you no more? I don't want to deal with you no more. Then what your ass gonna do? We don't never think about that. We always think about, I got a job today. But we don't think about, what if I don't have a job tomorrow? We just some today thinking ass folks. Then we look stupid. And you so intelligent. But even ants know better. Ants get everything while the gettings is good. So when things get bad, they cool. You don't think like that. You remember that old story about the ant and the grasshopper? And we act and behave like grasshoppers. But you got you some poutine last night, didn't you? Oh yeah, don't be shy, brother, don't be shy. You got you some poutine last night, it's all right. Oh, Angelsnupnup, he hating on us, man, because he ain't getting no poutine. That's what it is. That's what they go, that's what you say, slave ass. You're supposed to love this woman. You're supposed to love this woman. She's not no toy. She's more than some sex crap. You're supposed to love her like you love yourself. But this environment, this situation, that's all the slave master gave you. And you keep talking about polygamy. The slave master, he didn't mind you being polygamous as long as you can work your ding-a-ling good. Give you 3, 4, 5, 6, or 10. You go there with the 10, you get them all pregnant. Use your ding-a-ling. And you have the same mentality. And a lot of the time, the government, just like the slave master, the government take care of your children. Just like the slave master took care of your children 300 years ago. And they still taking care of your children. Because that's all we are to be a man, is to sling that wood Because that's the only way you can feel like you're a man. And these boys is watching us. And they see. And they copy. So the foolishness keeps going on and on. Physically, you are an adult, but mentally, you're still a slave. Mentally, you're still a boy. They get angry at me because I say that we're not full functioning men, and I will respect you. I will still respect you as a man, but you're not a full functioning man. You will be in the military, you will still be a buck private. We looking for Marines, we looking for Green Berets, we're looking for the Rangers here, not the buck privates. So you a man, I will let you, okay, I will call you a man, you're a buck private. You the lowest of the low. In order to change our situation, we need the Green Berets. We need the Rangers. We need the Marines. We need the best. And you're not the best. You're buck privates. You have no stripes. You're still in boot camp. So yeah, you a soldier, but you the lowest on the totem pole. And really, I don't even want to give you that. Because you ain't going to fight nobody except yourself. You would threaten me. And you would shoot me. You would stab me. But you ain't going to do that with the real enemy. You ain't going to do that with somebody that really need it. Because the ding-a-ling is your brain. Men and women. The only way you feel like you're an adult, you gotta smoke weed, you gotta drink, you gotta use your ding-a-ling, use your vajayjay, make you some babies. I'm grown now. Look, daddy, I'm grown. Produce nothing. If the white man wasn't producing, your ass would be starved to death. At least our ancestors, the slave ancestors, they knew how to grow food. They knew how to build their houses. You don't know how to do a damn thing. Except live off their legacy. I am embarrassed. It's a damn shame. Let's talk about this and get out of here. Y'all hanging? Because I know some of us, that ain't me, that ain't me. Oh, I said all of us, including myself. We, all of us, we're not full functioning adults. We don't act and behave like full functioning adults. The least you can do is say, that's true. The first step to healing is to confess and admit that you have a sickness, that you have a problem. And that's why we can't progress either, because ain't nothing wrong with me. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me. And probably in less than 10 years, your children going to be begging these immigrants from Venezuela, somewhere in South America, wherever they come from, Brazil, wherever they come from, Ecuador. Your children going to be begging them when it should be vice versa. They should be coming to us for help. We going to be going to them. Oh, you know, sir, I'm done. I really don't even want to talk to him. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Because I can see it. It's embarrassing. How are the children that have been here for 500 years going to be begging people that just came across the border 10 years ago, going to be begging them for a job? Woo! Okay. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and bring this to conclusion. Woo! It's embarrassing for me. I don't know about you. It's really embarrassing. I mean, we talk a good game, but when it come down to it, so what? Nobody is impressed by your big shot talk. The only one who's impressed by your big shot talk is other lazy ass people, do nothing people like yourself. These immigrants are not impressed by nothing you talking about. Nobody in Gaza don't give a damn about nothing you talking about. Donald Trump don't give a damn about what you talking about. Even Sleepy Joe don't give a damn about you. We just here because we follow leadership and we listen to people that put us in a position that nobody listened to us. Hey there, Brother Marcus. Brother Marcus in the building. I seen Brother Tracy. AB is in the house. Inshallah is in the house. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and bring our talk to conclusion. We are simulcasting on Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry YouTube channel. We also Angelsnupnup7 YouTube channel. Also Facebook. Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Shout out, I got you this time, Brother Freddie. Brother Freddie Scott in the house. Brother Freddie Scott in the house. He said, talking blackness, talking those facts. Brother Freddie in the house. All right. They don't want nobody to listen to Angel Snupnup. Who cares? You bunch of losers. You don't have nothing. That's the killer thing. You don't have nothing. You don't have a pot to piss in. And you want somebody to listen to you and act like you got it going on. You don't have a pot to piss in. You got a lot of big mouth, but you don't have nothing going on. So what? No, you don't want Angelsnupnup7. You don't want them to listen to Angelsnupnup7 because we need to produce above everything. We gonna produce. All this talking with nothing to back us up don't mean anything. And if I can't produce, I'll be happy to sit my happy ass down. That's no problem. Exactly. So Brother 85 says, it's not all our fault. We have been conditioned and controlled over 400 years. That's true. That's why I don't get upset. I'm just trying to bring a message to us to let us understand what has actually happened to us. Because I will never tell you, don't blame the white folks. They did this. But we know they're not going to help us. We have to help ourselves. The time of blaming the white man, that's over with. Now what you gonna do? What we gonna do for ourselves? Talking about, oh, the white man did this and the white man did that. That's not gonna help change our situation. When I was locked up, talking about what they did to me was not going to get me free. I had to find a way, how am I going to get out of this? Hell, I even used them. They gave me certain information I used to help my situation. That's the way you have to look at it. They wasn't doing it on purpose. They wasn't doing it on purpose. But they was giving me information, just like these people. If you attack the problem the right way, they will actually help you to get you what you want. Woo! You just don't know. Oh, the Holy Ghost got me, y'all. I don't see nothing funny about that, Schnupp. I don't feel nothing funny about that. Okay. Let's do this and get out of here. Okay, just hold on for 20 minutes maybe. We're going to get out of here. I was talking to a relative of mine who is older than me, about almost 20 years. About 20 years older than me. And I was asking them, AB got me laughing. Okay. I was talking to a relative of mine who was about 20 years older than me. And I didn't want to get into their business, but, you know, being like over 80 years old or whatever, I mean, you have more days behind you than you do ahead of you. And I was asking them, how have they prepared? What they plan on doing? Because I know, as many of you know, I was diagnosed with cancer in 2020. And so I immediately began to, you know, try to get my affairs together, because at that time I really didn't know what was going on. And so I knew I had to go ahead and try to get those things, because I do not want anything of mine that I leave. I do not want that to go to the state. I would rather, I don't care what my relatives do with whatever I leave. I'm dead. It don't do me no good. So, but I want to make sure my relatives get whatever I leave. So I was asking them, what have they done to prepare? You know, have they settled their affairs? You know that, well, you don't know. I'm going to tell you what they told me. I ain't going to do nothing. I said, what about your house? I ain't going to do nothing. What about your car? I'm not going to do, I don't care. What about where you're going to get buried? I don't care about that either. They don't care about being buried. They don't care about being cremated. They don't give a damn about nothing. They told me when they die, I don't give a damn. Because they going to get rid of that body. They don't care. So they spend their money any kind of way. They do what the hell they do. They live their life and don't care. I'm like, wow. You know, some of us, especially when we have children, we want to try to set up a will, a trust or something, try to set those things up and make sure little Johnny gets this and little Akbar gets that and your daughter gets this and your son. Myron, I don't give a damn. I don't care. They don't care about being buried, don't care about no cremation, they don't care about nothing. Believe me, when I die, they're not going to let that body lay in the house. They're going to get rid. So I don't care. I'm like, whoa. They don't care about a headstone. They don't care about nothing. I'm like, wow. And when I had that conversation with them, I heard a talk from Denzel Washington, which made me want to talk about this real quick. And what I'm going to say is in relation to what Denzel said in that small video that I watched. And he was talking about the year 21, 24. So 21, 24. Okay, we're going to put that on the board. So that's 100 years from now, right? The year 21, 24. Now, we may not want to think about it, but you do know, chances are, the probability is very high by the year 21, 24, all of us will be gone. All of us. The house that you lived in, if it's still standing, somebody else will be in that house. They will be on the land. People that you hate will probably be owning the land that you got right now. Even your children, a lot of your children will be gone in the next 100 years. We will be gone. That's not something that I know. When we listen to people like Farrakhan and Tariq Nasheed or Sanat or whatever, they're not going to bring that up because their idea, they just want to pimp you and make you feel good. But we want to talk serious here. We want to talk reality here because that's the reality. There's no guarantee Nation of Islam teachings will be here in the year 21, 24. No guarantee Pan-Africanism will be here in 21, 24. Or Jesus, or all these ideologies and beliefs. There's no guarantee. Life will completely change. See, this is what, hold on a second here. See, this is what people don't really understand about the Mississippi campaign. The Mississippi campaign is a vision designed to keep us on a certain path even to 21, 24, when all of us will be gone. And see, the thing about the Mississippi campaign, unlike these beliefs and these other ideologies, the vision of the Mississippi campaign is designed to be flexible and keep up with the flow of change. To keep us quick thinking, fast moving, right down to 21, 24. But I want to talk about 21, 24 because all of us will be gone. Many of us will be totally 1,000% forgotten. It's even possible because we don't know what might happen within the next 100 years. It's even possible somebody like Michael Jackson will be forgotten by the year 2124. But the Mississippi Campaign, the vision for those, our children, our progeny, that carry and understand that vision, they should be able to survive and move and be flexible through that time. There's no need for me to talk about 2124 because we're not going to be there. But Denzel talked about 2124 to make a point. In 2024, and matter of fact, we even talked about that here on our platform. Denzel was talking about how we concentrate on all these nothing things, these material things, and we don't enjoy our life. Some people work so much because they're trying to get all these material things, they don't have no life. They have all these material things, but they don't really enjoy their wife. They don't really enjoy their children. They don't enjoy their dog Scruffy. You can't even really go on a lake and watch the geese swim in the lake and the fish jump, because we're too busy trying to get things. And they really don't mean nothing. We talked about that here on our platform many, many times. Caught up in material things. And we can't take none of these things with us. None of it. All the awards Brother Michael Jackson got, he couldn't take none of it with him. All the awards that Prince got, all the money they made, and that's what we tripping off. Fame and fortune. You only got 2 views. You only got 10 subscribers. When you go in the casket, none of your subscribers gonna go to you. All your views is gone. None of it gonna go to you. Because we're all the same. That's why I keep telling people, ain't nobody better than me. Because when it's all said and done, you going to the ground. But see, I can be poor and I can have 10 subscribers. But the difference between me and you, I'm going to enjoy my life because I'm not out here trying to seek fame and fortune. I'm not trying to get material things. I love this. I don't mind spending my money on my young relatives because that smile, that enjoyment means more to me than the money I'm spending. I go into my grave because I made my little nieces and my little nephews and even some grown folks happy. That don't mean nothing. When you go into the cold ground, your fame and your fortune don't mean nothing. Don't let nobody tell you that they better than you. All of us go to the grave. How the hell you better than me? You gonna go to the damn grave. But you better. And not only that, you keep talking your crap, somebody go get a gun and send you to your grave faster than you wanted to. Because the poor man with a gun can take out a rich man. These folks take out the president What make you think they do to a celebrity? Somebody think they're a big shot. You ain't nothing, you die. I don't care how much security you got. If somebody really want you, they'll get you. If they really, really want you. And they have the resources. Because you will die. They know you will die. Because ain't nobody better than nobody. Why I can't say that what the Reality's Temple bring is better? Not because I'm arrogant, but because this is a different time period. Our ability to comprehend things and our ability to get certain resources is different than what they had in 1930 or 1970 or whatever. Why I can't say that? Because I'm living. Once they put you in the ground, it's over. The clock stops. Time no longer exists. Time is just for the living. The dead have no use for time. Time stops. There's no such thing as time. A rock don't give a damn about time because it's not alive. Your house don't give a damn about time. All these things that you fall in love with, your cars and your houses and your fancy clothes. They don't keep it with time. They are only affected by time. Because that rock will slowly turn into dust. And those fancy clothes that you got will slowly wear away and rot away. We live in an environment, we have lived in a period of civilization where nobody gives a damn about life. That's why it's easy for humanity to sit back in the cut and watch bombs get dropped on Gaza. There should be world outrage. Oh, they justified. Because they all think the same way. Killers, violent. Material things. Look what I got. Why are you gonna go to Paris? So you can look around, see what they got. You don't want to go to Africa because they ain't got nothing. So you want to go to Paris. You want to go somewhere. Oh, look what they got. You fascinated about what they got. You don't want to go to no place and they don't got nothing. There's no roller coasters. There's no Disneyland. They don't got nothing. Except visit the people. I've never been to this town before. Let's just go here and just visit the people, say hi. How do y'all live, whatever. We don't give a damn about people. What y'all got? How can I enjoy myself? Let's go to the Statue of Liberty. Let's go visit this. Let's go visit what you got. And like Denzel Washington said, when it's all said and done, you got nothing. Because the important thing is what makes a person alive. And see, the funny thing about this, I'm listening to Denzel Washington say this, and what he's saying is true, but I'm thinking to myself, you saying this, Denzel, but you ain't giving up your mansion. You ain't giving up your $2,000 suits and your $500 shoes. And see, people talking all these things, but do they believe it themselves? See, we love things that sound good. Now, I'm not a millionaire, I'm not even a thousandaire, or I never wanted to those things. But I actually live what I say, and I never cared about material things. I would be happy if I met somebody like Terry Ellis in a shack, as long as we was able to eat, we can produce our own food, water, whatever. I would be happy. I don't need no fancy cars. I don't need to go to Las Vegas. I don't need all that stuff. I'm happy being in love and enjoying life. Another person to enjoy life. I'm not impressed by these material things. So people that get angry at me, nigga, you don't have no money. Nigga, you wear the same shirt all the time. Nigga, I don't care about what you talk, because that don't hurt me. No, I don't have no money. Yeah, I wear the same shirt all the time. You're damn right. Until it fall apart, until it can't be used no more. You're damn right. Drive the same car until the wheels fall off. You're damn right. That don't bother me none. Because who am I trying to impress? That don't mean nothing to me. I was a truck driver, making good money, but I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't. I felt guilty. That's why I was giving money away. But then I decided, just in case something happened, I have to prepare myself. So I made some good moves. But I don't care about these material things. Don't mean nothing. I want to see black people on top. And if you were serious about being on top, the little that I have, I'm willing to sacrifice and give it all, so we can be on top. These folks only thinking about themselves. Generational wealth. For who? The Mississippi campaign is about generational wealth for us, for the 40 million. When they talk about generational wealth, it's for me and my family. They only looking out for themselves. What's wrong with generational wealth for us as a people? That's what we need generational wealth for. But we have this, I got mine, you get yours attitude. We're not going to get nowhere with that. And then, of course, we use the white man for an example and blah, blah. I don't give a damn about what white folks done. I don't care what the Chinese do. I don't care what Africans do. We develop our own way of life, our own thinking. We're not like them, but now we're chasing the dollar. And now we become like them. There was a time in this country, black folks wasn't materialistic the way we are. Now we're materialistic. We become just like them. And we're violent and profane and nasty just like them. There was a time, even when I was a child, we wasn't like the way we are now. We have no soul. We have no conscience. We become just like them. Think like them, act like them. Our idea of success, generational wealth, is hoarding. If we was hoarding cats and dogs, that'll be a sickness. But if you hoard gold, silver, and cash money, whatever. Oh, you remember, that's good. That's hoarding. But that's all right to be greedy and selfish. You got $1 million and you got a homeless man on the street in front of your house. They just made a law. We're going to get out of here. The Supreme Court just ruled that it's all right for cities to ban people living on the street, homeless people living on the street. They're going to make poverty illegal. Woo! Crazy stuff. So what you gonna do? Put all these homeless people in jail? You don't have no room for the real offenders. So you're gonna get a person who didn't really break the law, except they homeless. You're gonna put them in the jails. You're gonna waste police officers' time taking homeless people, take them to jail, then they get out, they go back on the street, police officers see them again, take them back. Stupid stuff. All the money you spend gonna spend on that nonsense, you could actually give people a real home. Even these tiny homes they can start building. They have these little tiny homes that a lot of folks are getting into now. But it just goes to show you, we have no compassion for humanity. There are people who work from paycheck to paycheck on a banana peel from being homeless. Especially when you talk about California, places like that, the rent high as hell. You have people that's homeless that have a job. They go to work every day. They cannot afford that high-ass rent. But we only think about ourselves. And that's a wonderful speech that Denzel gave. But Denzel is not giving up his mansion because that's a symbol of his success. I'm better. Look how I work. I'm great. And there are people who give these amazing speeches, but they don't live it. That's for you. It ain't for me. But I'm telling you, that's how you're supposed to do. Not for me. That's why Malcolm X called these entertainers puppets. That's why Malcolm X called comedians and actors and singers, singers and celebrities. They are not leaders. Most of them are puppets for the system. Because how can this man give this great speech, but look how you living, sir? And then you want to make sure you give your material things to your children. You're not going to give your material things to strangers and help your neighborhood or whatever. These celebrities, people with money, they only give chump change to certain, charities and whatever, because they have a lifestyle that they want to live. 18-room house and 5 swimming pools or whatever. I've never cared about that. The most happiest I ever been in my life, when I was a child, dirt poor, and all my family members, we was getting along pretty good for a while. I was very, very happy. I didn't care about no material thing. That made me happy. It still makes me happy to this day. But we caught up in these things. And you're not going to take none of it with you. None of it. I'm happy when you come here and listen to this broadcast. That makes me happy. When you come here and listen to this broadcast, that makes me high. It's a natural high. It's natural happiness. And when you do this, because there's many times I want to quit. I'm done with this. I'm tired of talking to these folks, whatever. They ain't gonna never do nothing and blah, blah, blah. But it may not be you, but somebody new gonna show up. And slowly but surely, more and more people are coming to this broadcast. So I got to keep talking because I understand and I know that these words, these real words, is the only thing that can change us and help us survive to the year 2124. These other things have failed us. And this is not to knock nobody, because all those things are part of me. I come from the same place that you come from. But I understand that this is a new time. So it requires new mindset, new thinking. That might make you feel good, but it changes nothing. When I was locked up, I said things that made me feel good, but they didn't change my condition. The only way my condition changed was when my mindset, how I thought, how I looked at things, when that changed. And as soon as it started happening, my situation changed. That's why I'm talking to you right now. If I kept the same mind I had when I got locked up, I'd probably still be locked up right now. If not dead. If not dead. But when truth comes, life comes. And what was supposed to be dead, it brings life into it. I knew I was getting out of that place. I could feel it. Even though I was suffering failure after failure, I could see the light. I could see the door opening. Regardless of what they say. I know this is the door. This is the truth. This is the light. I don't give a damn about what they say. Anybody that come here and challenge this message, they get whooped. They get their ass whooped. Yes or no? The big boys not gonna come here. The big boys, I'll go to the big boys. They're not gonna let me come and challenge them. They know what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna be just like Sleepy Joe. So I'm gonna hold on. Because if there's any chance, if you really want to survive, there's only one way you're going to survive to 2124. You got to get on this train. You got to get on these tracks. Because these tracks are new. This train is new. Keep riding that old, worn out model if you want. With them old, worn out tracks. I don't care what it did 50 years ago, what it did 100 years ago. It can't do it now. All these things that you're claiming, well, how come it's not doing it now? What it used to do. No, I don't give a damn about what it used to do. I used to play basketball real good. I was 20 pounds lighter. I was fast. I can't do that no more. Them young boys was laughing at me last time I got on the court talking about what I used to do. Them young boys didn't care about what I used to do. They care about what can you do now. Yeah, I will pick you. I'll put you on my team. You're going to be somebody's last choice. We don't care about what you used to do. We see that you can't do it now. That's just the reality of it. We don't want to accept the reality. Accept reality, my friend. It's much easier. With that said, I thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I don't know when we'll be able to talk again, but if I'm able to do it, I will come back and talk with us. And I don't care if nobody come here. And I have done it many, many times. I will come and speak on YouTube and Facebook or wherever. And keep sharing my videos. I don't care if none of you share my video. I'm going to do it. I don't care if none of you tell nobody about nothing. I'm going to do it. I hope that you would help, but if you don't do nothing, I'm going to do it. Because that's my mission. And I love doing it. Because I know I'm right. I feel the way I feel the same way when I was a Christian. The same way I was when I was a Muslim. But now I know this is it. You can't beat this. The only thing you can do is get upset. The only thing you can do is pee-pee on yourself. When you think you're going to challenge the most powerful voice on social media, that's the only thing you're going to do is get nervous and sweat. Sweat time. That's the only thing you're going to do. I'm not sleepy Joe Biden. I remember Alquan and the boys. They really was pushing to try to debate me or whatever when I got sick, when I first got my cancer diagnosis. See, they try to take advantage of you. But you can't handle me even when I was sick. You can't handle me even when I had tubes up my nose and in my stomach. You can't do nothing with me. I still have enough energy to deal with y'all weak ass. So you damn sure not gonna do nothing with me when I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good carrying cancer in my body. They like to ignore that too. They keep talking about the power of their God. I said, all y'all crap is fake. Mine is real. I'm diagnosed with cancer 2020. Stupid doctor gonna tell me I might have a year to live, some crazy stuff. I need to do this. I said I'm not gonna do a damn thing. Whatever it is, whatever, let it be. Whatever happened, happened. No chemotherapy, no kind of drug, no holistic nothing. I'm not gonna do a damn thing. Kill me. Still here. 4 years later. Still here. Telling God to go to hell. I can tell God to go to hell because God don't exist. I tell them spirits and spooks and demons, all y'all can go to hell. I'm not afraid because they don't exist. None of them. I've been on YouTube calling out God and the spirits and the spooks since 2007. None of them have showed up. Not one. I'm supposed to be scared? I'm going to be scared of your Bible? Your Quran? Your God don't do nothing. Those Palestinians believe in Allah. Allah didn't stop not one bomb, one tank being dropped on them. A tank throwing missiles at them. I'm not impressed by your God. Matter of fact, didn't I make a video? And I told God to kill me. I told your God, whatever these gods is, I told God to kill me. If what Angelsnupnup7 is saying is wrong, God, kill me. Before Soul Liberation Day of last year. Don't let me have a Soul Liberation Day 2024. I asked God, I made videos, kill me. I'm still here. So apparently, your God don't feel as though I'm saying nothing wrong. But of course, you ignore all that and you want to continue to believe in your lies and your fairy tales. When you looking at me, I'm moving in real time. I'm proving mine right in front of your damn face. Hey there, Jay, 226. With that said, we're going to get out of here. Jay, 226 is in the house on Angelsnupnup7 YouTube channel, which we simulcasting. We also simulcasting on our Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry Facebook channel. This is Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry YouTube channel. I thank you so much. Subscribe. Also, I did put in the chat room. I'm ready to go now, but I did put in the chat room because this could have been general discussion. Anybody that wanted to come here and express yourself, you could have come here and said your thizzy. You could have come here and challenged the ideology of the temple and the vision, what we call the Mississippi campaign. And for those of you who are not familiar with the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, I would like to direct you towards our video called, I think it's Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign for dummies. Easy to look it up, for dummies. If you can't understand it from there, the foundation, the basics, then I guess you'll never get it. Because I made that video, somebody talking about, I don't understand. It's real simple. What is there to understand? So I had to make a video for dummies. And then they shut up. I didn't hear them talk about it no more. Because if you don't understand this, I made it as simple as possible. We ain't going to no damn Mississippi. We didn't say nothing about going to Mississippi. We never said that. All these other garbage that folks keep saying over, I clarified all of it and made it very, very clear. You want to challenge me with the Nation of Islam program? Bring it. I'm going to show you that Mississippi campaign is that and more. Whatever you want to bring. But don't cry, don't get upset because you lose. Now, the only thing sad about it is you know you're wrong and you're going to keep doing what you're doing. That's why I don't like debates. That's why I don't like going back and forth with folks, because it don't make no difference what you really say. It don't make no difference what you prove. It don't make no difference what kind of evidence. They going to believe whatever. So what's the sense? Why you want to debate somebody and go back and forth when you're going to believe whatever it is you're going to believe anyway? I don't operate like that. When you show me there's a better way or whatever, first of all, you ain't never tried. We've never tried the Mississippi campaign. But we've done these other things in the past. So we know about that. But if what you're saying makes sense, I can G with that. But if it don't make no sense, I can't get down with it. And I'm not gonna pretend I'm down with it. I'm gonna call you that's bull crap. I'm gonna call you a liar. That don't work. That's what they don't like about me too. They want somebody to kiss their little knee and be nice. I'm not into that, because I don't want your damn money. I want you free. There's a price for freedom. Freedom is not free. And if you're not willing to pay the price, you're never going to experience real freedom. So just keep enjoying the church that y'all go to. The Nation of Islam Church, the Moore Science Temple Church, Church with Jesus. Y'all just keep doing the same slave ass stuff that you've been doing. That don't bother me, because like the brother said earlier, where's his comment? It's not your fault. You've been conditioned that way for over 400 years. But we are the real awakened people. We are the real, if there's a God, we are the real God's children. We are the real children of the sun. Children of the light. We are, not you. Because your light is artificial. Our light is real. Exactly. Even in the scriptures, it says only a few. It talks about the 144,000. Only a few will be chosen. And for those of you familiar with the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad said his real followers, he can barely put them in a Volkswagen, a small car. His real followers. So when you talk about Louis Farrakhan and all these thousands of people, don't mean nothing, because Elijah Muhammad himself said, my real followers, I can put them in a small car. I think you can get 10 subscribers in that small car. Right, Elijah? Right, Elijah? We're the real Nation of Islam. If you understood. If you overstand. I don't know how you overstand anything, but they like to say that. If you overstand, we're the real Nation of Islam. On that note, y'all, let me get out of here. Jot down your comments, subscribe, share. Those of you who would actually want to make a Reality Temple channel and copy the video, and let's just make some channels and put out there, be my guest. Do that. Let's do it. That would help a whole lot. Because if my channels get taken down, you can build your channel up. Because folks gonna always look for this. They're gonna look for it. Sooner or later, people gonna get tired of all this other garbage that they've been doing, because it's not going nowhere. They're going to be looking for me. That's why I got to keep talking. That's why I got to keep doing what I do, because folks going to start looking for something different. They're going to get tired of losing. So I got to be here to help them as long as I can. If I'm able to. So they can be successful, so they can be free for real. And gain great substance. Not just a bunch of talk. Talking don't mean nothing. I thank you. Shout out to our Facebook, Brother Freddie. Those in the chat room, Angelsnupnup7 YouTube. Those here on Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry YouTube, I thank you so much. I actually enjoyed myself much better than just making those small videos. That's what I was planning on doing. I'm like, I just go ahead and do all my topics on the live stream and be done with it. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. So on that note, we're out of here. And as our ancestor Don Cornelius used to say as in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul. And we are Audi 5000.